Hey, Dysat here. I'm bringing you episode 7 of Tier List Talk. 8, 9, 7, or maybe 6. Anyways, today with me I have APM, CC3, Sif, and Satchel. Satchel will not be speaking. He'll be in micless text, so we're trying to transcribe everything he said into voice. Besides that, welcome, guys.
Thank
Hello.
you. Thank you for having me again. We promised to do this. Let's make this one a doozy.
And then, CC3, you want to say anything?
Not really.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna probably cut your name down to CC, just cause too many synonyms, and then Sif.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. So I think the big thing we need to go talk about is last time on tier list talk we discussed about changing the tier list to have attacker, support, tank, and healer. So we're gonna go break down the list now. We're gonna do attackers first, and then since the game is very diverse, we've opened up every single character to be an option as an attacker, because some of the enhancers can do it. It'll quote some of the tanks can do it, and by that I mean I think just touch me, and even then, I don't think he's gonna be placing well anyways. But we're just gonna have that option open. So we've moved it to 4 categories instead of just the 6 we've had before, and they're kind of defined as best attackers for hard content. This is undeads. This is what is it? Chaos Spheres. We're never getting back. This is maybe hard mode and story.
Abyss.
Yeah, Abyss.
Of every undead we ever had until now.
Yeah. Generally, the old tier list, we kind of benchmarked everything by kind of the last 5 undeads, because the meta kind of changes. It's kind of weird when we get rerun undeads, because the rerun undeads are really piss easy because they're a year old or 2 years old. But can't really do much about that because it's still content. But yeah, no. I'm just looking at the old tier list, and man, we had 5 tiers, and then it got really big and really ugly in terms of how much stuff we had. But yeah, let's start. I guess we're gonna do this just based off the first unit. Yeah, and then we can just kind of go for every attacker, and then if we reach a non-attacker air quote, then we can either decide to either leave him off the list or throw him into a different category, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. This is gonna be 3 hours, 2 hours. Okay, so we got Awakened Giants. Realistically, what do you guys think as a unit? Because I'm pretty sure we placed him in A tier, because he's a dark nuker, right? Pretty much.
Well, he
Not
does
really.
offer tons of stats. Right now he's only a vacant unit. He has 10k attack, 11k HP, 500 speed.
Yeah, we can even pull Awakening Irons, right? Up.
Yeah.
Yes, good stats and extra passive slots and all, but you probably don't want to use him as a solo attacker, as your only attacker. It's probably more like a niche unit at best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a dark nuker for raids. Even then, you're losing the iron slots. That feels miserable. Yeah. One thing I like about the wiki is we can do this. We can see the different stats. So I think this might be broken. I think that level 100, level 100 plus. So it's base stats, intimacy, and then
Base stats, stats with skills max, then intimacy,
and awakening with skill bonus. So yeah, man, 150 irons is a stat beast. Except that I think other units are better in certain categories than him. So it's not like he's the best all rounder. But
Well, the problem with him is he has incredibly high darkness damage as awakened on a single target, but his elemental bonus is pretty sucky, which eliminates him as a right damage dealer, especially as he is rivaling Pimp for his slots.
yeah, because that's
So
150. Sorry, the max skill. Yeah, it's nice how things get really crazy at OD10 and at max skill, but it's still so right, because realistically new units, like this skill, the free MP, like new units will have like the darkness up amp on it too, right?
32% is that's so 2019.
Yeah, dude, this game. I'm surprised it's Season 4, baby. We get like another 2 years of Mass of the Dead. That's
okay. Anyone disagreeing with putting him into niche?
I think
anyone has other
niche is
suggestions?
already kind of generous for him.
Yeah. Well, his stats do a ton for him. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
oh, yeah.
stats are crazy, and you get like 40% extra magic damage if you put like 2 magic damage accessories on him, and yeah.
or 2 R&D levels.
But as a solo DPS, it still falls a bit short.
Oh, wait, realistically, did anyone max him out as a awakened unit?
Not yet.
Oh,
'Cause-
I think
Yeah, I think I only maxed Mario out because like I thought that was the most like interesting of the three. So, does anyone want to attempt to max Ainz out? Anyone sitting on like a huge amount of resources, and want to attempt to go like beat the undead with Ainz as your DPS? I would like to hear the feedback on that.
or something, but I'm not really in the mood for
Undead?
farm games. I'm waiting for PA when they give base PA Awakening, and I'm going to Heart in the Paint and base Sivas. Okay, next unit.
Okay, you know what? Just for the fact that I think the awakened units are a tier above. We can't put like both Ainzes in both not viable, right? It just feels way too weird. Cause like you're getting huge stat boosts, you're getting like better ratios. That makes sense, right? And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna also go dump like Momon here, cause undead killer, right?
undead killer.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think anyone will disagree.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I
So
think
bad.
we could kind of go. Is Mastines is he
That's a attacker. He does nothing else but seal
Flame.
and A. And,
More
He
of
has seal-
attacker.
he is CO2 MP flame, right? And that's kind of it.
and self buff for magical skill.
Yeah. So realistically, he's an attacker. Not I'd say, but like he's not viable. Perfect Warrior Eyes. Out
Viable.
niche. No.
Not
Wait,
viable.
Not
Not
viable,
viable.
dude.
There are better fire damage units by far.
Yeah.
Single target. High
Units
MP.
are better.
5% plus 50% at mental damage for 4 MP is just low.
Oh yeah, I remember when Perfect Warrior Irons actually had like he was like a viable raid unit. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
because he had like 8.5k attack.
Yeah.
But right now, any new unit gets like 8.5k.
Yeah, no, I remember when he had a good like his stats are pretty good. Holy shit, man. Oh man, this is not really useful now.
Skills are way too bad.
Yeah, it's kind of
mean,
awful.
I guess you have increased OD gain for like shitty OD.
You know, I realized that like he was a D tier. I didn't even realize he was that low. Man, the game has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I never realized that we put Glass so low. That we're gonna get to her, and then people are gonna go complain when I mentioned I think she's a bit too low. Okay, tank irons, support irons. Technically he's just a farmer, right? Naz irons, so not really an attacker. He's a buffer debuffer. What irons?
Another very bad attacker.
You can put him in niche.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He has
Like,
9k
have you looked at his skills?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
See, that's the beauty. We can look at his skills. But
See.
yeah. So he has a stun skill for 3. He has like AOE for 5 and single target for 4. Magic defense down. Speed down. He's got attack steroids.
Really strong though.
I don't really see a reason to ever use him, to be honest.
It's hard because the iron slot is just very competitive. That's it.
Even if
Yeah,
the enemy is
that's
weak to
probably-
water, I don't know.
You can
Values
use it.
are just way too low.
His OD numbers aren't bad.
You know, you can use it if the enemy's weak to water, like the entire undead.
Yeah.
Thing is, we are going to have a unit, the one water albedo, which basically has the same skills as him, better. So if we place him right now in a specific category, we have to place her higher.
No. We can
You
place them in the same
could go in the same
category.
category.
We can drag them down. We can drag them down 100%. So we can temporarily leave him here, and then we feel there's a better unit, then we can just be like, nah. And then we
Okay.
get bump it down. Because I feel like for now, there's nothing else that kind of does what he does.
I also don't think there are any fire units with water weakness where
Yeah.
the weakness is actually enough to make
Oh no
make
no.
him work.
What about
Unless maybe
Abyss?
they're all fire elementals.
Yeah, fire elemental in Abyss farming, like Abyss difficulty, the highest difficulty. You just have him solo it, right? No.
3 waves of 4 fire elementals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you placing Momon that high? Momon has basically the same stats as Perfect Warrior 1, but he misses the element damage on
No,
his
because
skill.
he has. Oh wait, the reason I'm placing him that high is because he has one of the skills I like a lot, which is recovery down, and I think they buffed his recovery down, right?
Isn't too bad.
80%.
Yeah, 80% recovery down from 50. I think recovery down for it. He's good against like. I think that's one of the few units with recovery down, and he's one of the few units with a high level of recovery down, and he stops you from getting like DPS checked.
I actually used him once in Abyss, I remember. I mean, wasn't the best time I had, but it worked.
Yeah, because it's an out to DPS check. Because you make a DPS check go from like, oh shit, you need to pump like damage out for like 3 solid turns, or if you fuck up, then like you need to charge all your ODs and then go at it again. So it lowers the bar of DPS checks. So that's one thing I find valuable.
We have options on supports for recovery down with Yig Aura and now Nazarick 1 after buff.
Alright,
Oh,
Inflict,
those are on
Despair,
OD.
which also recovery down.
Those are on OD though, so you have to get it up to OD5 and then you have to charge it, and it's only
Alright.
available for like 3 turns.
okay, so
It's also
I'm
the enemy can be immune to despair, but not to recovery down, I think.
No, you
And
can't
despair and
be
recovery down are the same, no? Can you even be immune to
Despair,
recovery
you
down?
can't be immune to
No.
Despair.
yeah. Okay, so I love the wiki because Random Seed is like such a boss because he set this up where you can actually click recovery down, and now we know every unit with recovery down. Yeah. And then Shizu and like Albedo have it on skills, right? And then
Water Albedo is the really good one.
it's
The one
yeah
better than skills.
yeah it's,
Better is 50% recovery down,
yeah
and then Shizu
Shizu
also 50%.
yeah it's cheaper but less effective, and the difference between 80% and 50% is kind of big, I'd say, especially if they're
Okay,
healing
big.
really
Yeah.
big numbers.
Then let us look at it this way. Can you run him as a DPS if you want to recovery down?
I think he's in that same kind of pool where you need him as like
Or do you
your,
need him as a support, like you would with Albedo for the special waves where everyone is weak to poison? You would run him in as a support where someone is with exists with high region to pump it down. Wouldn't he make more sense to put on the support list? His damage, he won't be dealing damage. He deals less damage than Perfect Warrior 1.
yeah, I guess his passives about, I think his passives about the same as Perfect Warrior, to be honest, and he does better against demons because I think they both have the same kind of like physical boost. Then he has the elemental boost, and then he has his demon killer on top. So I think he is better than Perfect Warrior 1 in terms of passives, but like he doesn't do as much single target DPS,
Yeah.
right?
Saying that he's more of a support is technically right, I guess.
Yeah, because he's got
I mean, yes, the defense threat, the
icy
recovery down,
burst.
but the damage is kind of not really enough to solo carry.
Yeah, but then would you even want to run him as a support, right? Maybe you try like tankless. He wouldn't be that bad.
Like a niche support, yeah.
Niche support.
Are we
He
gonna?
just has the recovery down, that's like special. And then everything else can be replaced by other units.
So, are we gonna say we're gonna put him not viable in this list, but if we put it in the enhancer list, he's gonna be as like a niche?
then it probably hangs on the question that you have to ask yourself: would I use him outside his role as recovery down, so my DPS can kill their 500k region per round?
So
Would you ever use him
maybe
otherwise?
as a bad AoE Death Rider.
Yeah.
I mean, other units do the same, like the Cockroach and stuff. They only
Yeah.
do Death Down and some are AoE damage.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
similar to that.
Because, if we use him just for recovery down, yeah, that seems a bit awful. But, like, you can use him, you just spam Icy Burst, which is the same cost, when you're not needing to recovery down. Because, like, realistically, DPS checks only happen one wave, right? So for the rest of the time, you could just be using him as just, like, a shredder, right? Just remove speed, remove defense. And minus speed and minus defense are important in, like, no matter what undead you do. Especially speed, because you always just want to go first.
Well, I guess if you all can answer this yes, then he should be on this list. That he's run as DPS.
As a support, right? He's like a viable support. But okay, so I'm all for like relegating him to like the not viable on this list, but putting him as a niche in the enhancer, right? Does that seem fair?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just about the question if we put him in niche or if we don't put him anywhere on here.
Yeah.
But I guess we can put him in niche.
We could
That's
throw
not the growth.
we could throw him a niche on the other list then, because this is by like pure roll then. All right. I'm just gonna throw pimp lines there. Anything else? Albedo's not an attacker. I'm not gonna put her as an attacker. Like that.
Any opinions on that?
Well, like I don't think anyone's gonna complain for those two spots, right? Because like, Pimp Irons is like one of the best OD nukers in the game, but like, yeah.
I don't know if it's the best.
You would run him as a solo attacker, probably.
You could. You just all you do is spam free MP, and then like OD. I
The thing
do.
is,
I do that a lot. That's like my default.
the thing is, for example, this undead, you have Nazarick Lupus who heals every 3 rounds in AoE, which out DPS's Pimp if you just spam the 3 MP and OD. Because he doesn't get his OD fast enough.
Yeah, like a lot of it is just like, I think just making big burst windows, and then from there just like trying to like kill them from there. How do I say that? It's pretty much like you get ready for your one turn, you set all your buffs ready, and then you just start OD spamming, and then you start nuking with your actual attacker. Because like, for me, if I don't run Mare, then like, he is the buffer debuffer slot, right? Pimp Irons, and then I have like my other DPS, so like either just like Pero or like Beto, right? And then I just kind of get ready for that one turn, and I just try nuking for like 3 subsequent turns, and normally they should be dead after. That kind of logic.
Yeah, basically it's either with either one of those, with Yig, Maro, or Jitnif. I think they are the only ones who buff the dynamic OD. The other OD buffers like
OD gain.
Yes, OD gain or like a set 20 OD or something.
Yeah.
Like Evil Eye.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty good. Like place for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good attacker was like Pimp Irons, 2 Beto. Leave them as is, right? Unless you want to move Pimp Irons higher, but that'll kind of be on everyone else's opinion.
I mean, he's pretty slow on his own, so if you really use him as a main DPS.
Yeah, it feels weird to call him slow when he has like the buff to like just let him just like.
Yeah, but you look at the stats, and like Nazarick Irons has, I think, 50 or 60 speed more.
Yeah.
Just as an example for a pure supporter.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, Sachio said, without like, RA, Pimp hits different, and another tier for good DPS for endgame. I think best attacks for hard content is kind of like the endgame content, right? Because if you put like a tier above, if you make a tier above best attacker so hard content, then that is literally just like 2 battle Pero, and then like.
But we have already this with the best pick. Like anytime, if I would suggest someone like who says, "Oh, I'm starting new. I only have these I want 4 units at most to clear most content." What would you suggest? I would point to this category and say, "There." That's basically what the category should symbolize, at least for me.
Yeah.
Like, get yourself broke beetle, get yourself a pimp, get yourself
Get yourself one of the limited edition healers that are never on banner. Like none of the like none of the best healers in the game I think you can ever pull for unless it's like a special occasion or collab, which feels awful. But we'll get the healers later too.
Good thing about Awakened Mara, he's almost usable.
Oh yeah, okay, so you just need to go into like the super end game content to limit break your Mare so that it becomes usable. Okay. That's legit. Not to mention like okay, yeah, I don't think we're gonna really talk about how like super end game that is.
To the next
Die 20 times in Abyss and skin clear still cleared, so
Yeah, because that's like
you're gonna get it eventually.
that's end game content. That's super end game content because like you're not doing that off the hop, right? Okay. I've gotten to an Albedo, and I'm pretty sure
Oh god.
she's not that great, right? I know she was like petrifying farming support, right? But I think that's kind of it, right?
When did we have the last time that we had an end that was petrifiable?
Petrify just doesn't work. I'm sorry.
It doesn't
Never
get
works.
printed anymore. Like that was the
Doesn't
last unit
exist.
wasn't petrify, 2020 or something.
Yeah, I missed that when there was. I think there was an undead you could petrify, but that was way back in the day. That was great. That was like one of the first pieces of content where like, yeah, you have aura, yeah, 4 team of aura spamming petrify and pray you get the run done in like 1 turn. That was great.
It was the event where you just had 1 wave of cock.
Yeah,
And cock was petrifiable.
yeah, that was great. I was on that train because I had aura. That was great.
Okay, next unit.
All right. Sorry.
Trash.
Slayer Battle is an ice DPS, but like I know she was good for raids at one point, but I think she's fallen down from there. Technically, like she is kind of an niche unit if you need ice DPS, and then we can drop her if we find a better ice DPS, right? Because we just got then we got to the water Albedo, and does this mean Irons drops?
The single target and pretty isn't it? Yeah. I think like the Nas moment is already a better ice TPS than her probably
Yeah.
because of
Well-
AoE and the death threat stuff.
Well, she had that one skill we always used her for, like 75% attack up and 100% skill up in one skill.
Yeah, I'll pull Albedo up too. Yeah, because
Alright,
Maxes
yeah.
out her own.
so she maxes her attack skills and then she just drops an ice nuke each turn until it's over. There's like 2 free.
like 20k damage or 25k maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
With the buff on.
But 7
And debuff on the enemy.
7.8k
I don't
attack.
know.
7.8k attack is not really anything
kinda
to write
low.
home about.
Her passives are kind of like ass too for
Yeah.
the current standards of the game.
Freeze is okay, but now we got Adventure.
It's like this. When do you actually get to free someone?
Like
The
sometimes in
free
Abyss, but single target, it's 1 turn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wait, it's 1 turn. She has 1 turn. What the fuck?
it's 1 turn freeze.
Okay, it's useless.
It's a moderate inconvenience. You just pray
I
and
mean,
you freeze them each turn. You know?
At least it's gonna hit, but
Guaranteed.
Oh, right, guaranteed. Whee.
Yeah. So like you just use this like skill 4 turns in a row, and then after that you're just and then like you're kind of done.
Turn in a row and hope you aren't on a wave where the enemy has cover.
I'd say like either she's absolutely garbage, even with the ice tag, or she's like a OG Clem in Abyss, where 1 turn bleed is sometimes actually useful.
This freeze doesn't cancel the skill though, right?
Only if they die before you.
It just they take damage, then they get to use the skill. So like, is freeze that much better than bleed? No, right? Because bleed is just pure damage. Or is
All pure damage, but it's that
Abyss
20%
has
freeze.
usually weakness to poison, fire, or freeze.
Man, freeze is also on the condition they use a skill, right? If they just regularly attack you, it doesn't go off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
it's
feels
really good, like with, especially with how's it called, like with Adventure now using so much freeze, there's basically always a unit that can be frozen, and if they do like 20 or 25% each time they use a skill. It's really
You
nice.
get a freeze like on AoE and like an extra thing in addition to their good ability, then yeah, it's not that bad, but as a main point of an ability, it's
Yeah.
not really
Probably
great.
the reason why we won't be rating Emilia high.
Okay, well, we'll leave this here for now. We can refine the list more. Let's just stop more units in.
We skipped over water. Water albedo should be higher than the Slayer's albedo. I think she's at the moment the only source of flood, like one of the. As she's the single source of flood, she has like really skill percentages. So
She's not that much better than Summer Irons except for the AoE.
And higher percentages. She has like the same attack.
Yeah, so she has about 86, and then the water, she doesn't have the stun, but she has the recovery down, which is the plus. Then she has the AoE.
And she's the flood right now.
Yeah. Actually.
Blood is bad.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
It's
Hey,
pretty
hey.
bad even if you can hit the enemy with it, but
Hey, Melchi has it on OD. Let's go.
If they are weak to flood, like I don't have the unit, so I can't, of course, speak for the powerfulness. But I would think that, like for example, on this and that if you hit it on a Yuri at the beginning and you prevent her from getting any advantages or buffs, she can't get her cover up.
Yeah, but then you have the outspeed Yuri.
it's a little bit like Nabe with her shock abilities. It's like you have to find an enemy that you can hit, and the enemy has to actually have self buff, and you have to hit the debuff, and then you have to roll the chance to apply the debuff. It's like what?
Yeah.
I don't think that's
It's like
a good skill right
winning
now.
a lotto for 5 times in a row or something.
Yeah, I think you gotta make the hit chance higher on some of the worst skills, or else they just don't really ever see use.
I guess so.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to shout out Random Street again for the filtering on the wiki. That shit is so nice. Alright, yeah, this is gonna... Let's just,
Move faster. a bit. Or
Yeah,
at least-
no. You see all these rows you haven't gone through yet? Okay, I'm gonna start throwing stuff onto the list, and then you guys can start hating on me on it. And then let me know when I should like backpedal a bit. Okay.
Yeah, not too fast. Just don't too fast.
Wait, what?
Speedrun.
Don't go too fast.
Don't go too
Honestly.
fast.
Unusable.
Yeah. So this is, it's weird because before the tier list I valued farming as well, but good attack.
but-
So it's like this. Dude, I think it's gonna be hard because best attacks are hard content. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be rough to get into that list. I'd say because like that's a niche unit. This one is a niche unit next to Spoon. Doesn't really do anything.
Wait a second. You skipped the idle Beto? Oh, where did you place
No,
her?
she's not there yet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh wait, this is swimsuit. Oh shit. I thought that was spot.
yeah. Please don't go too fast. Please don't go too fast.
Okay.
Like for example,
let's go.
Nazarick Valkyrie is not really good.
Then isn't she just really good against this one thing though? I'm pretty sure like
against one raid boss.
well no, like she has the highest undead killer, right? Oh, in the game.
Yeah, really high undead killer.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah, but
has
you-
pretty sucky stats and isn't good cost effective wise. Like she is
Uh,
trash outside one thing or
you
something.
need it's pretty much only for raids. Like you need to hit the triple weakness and
Yeah.
weak
So
to
they
shining,
weak to shining,
type,
undead,
and
and
even
then
then it's not
and then
that good.
and then also be knowledge too, right? You gotta hit the free
Put
windows.
those here. Like you would never.
But hey, if you hit the triple weakness, she's like the strongest DPS.
Nah, Broke Bedo's so bad.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. That's
The
fine.
only reason I even used her on raids is because you have a second DPS slot.
Yeah. Okay. This is. Sorry.
What?
This is.
What are wings bombs?
Yeah. No. This is. No. Okay. Shit. This is New Year's. New Year's shout here.
No, New Year's shit.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't recall watch saying that was good sometimes.
Pretty damn bad.
This is kind of just like worse. I'm gonna say it's
Oh,
it's just kind of like it's same
like
kind of
demon killer version.
Yeah.
It's shit.
different flavor. I thought that was sorry. I thought this was Spa, and Spa has like guaranteed burn, and it's a niche. unit.
Similar to the Valkyrie, but you have to hit with your OD actually instead of a skill.
Yeah. It's weird.
No.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know. Would you? That's what I meant. Like best attacker, I wouldn't consider Gabo best insta choice, but she's still really strong alone and can be run alone. So I guess she
It's
should
just a
be in
bit
there.
complicated if you have to put attackers next to Albedo.
Yeah.
It just,
Alright,
it
alright. You
doesn't
know how
feel right.
you know how Sachio said that like maybe you should make a tier above. I feel like I think that might be a thing, right?
Yeah.
I know.
It's like do we just make at a row above and then sorry and we just go like
I'm not really a fan of that.
I don't
Like,
Yeah,
she is-
more or less.
Well, is she dead removed?
Remove
I
this.
use her plenty on undeads, but sometimes other units just do it better.
I know, but like that's just a temporary joke. We'll put it down after, but like that way you're just not blinded by the fact that like oh yeah I know like you have to compare to like the strongest like single target DPS in the game.
Thing about Albedo on undeads, even if she's not the perfect choice, she can always clear the solo DPS like every undead we
Yeah,
got
like-
so far.
All parameters down plus
I-
like the highest single target steroid attack.
While all other DPS struggle in like one or another undead.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like it's not like there's really stuff that has all parameter down immune. Too, so
So every raid boss now has if all parameters down, then punish.
Only
Yeah.
raid bosses have.
because they realized they couldn't punish every unit in the game for 2 battle existing.
But it's their raid bosses aren't even immune because it would be too hard to code it in. They just get counter mechanics.
Yeah. Alright.
It would be harsh. Just create a raid boss with counter. And basically see a better kill yourself.
Yeah. How is anyone supposed to do anything then?
Physical DPS from the game again.
Yeah. Oh, magic DPS just gets stronger. I guess magic DPS just gets like more usable.
They aren't already. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, this is rough. I also put like adventurer shout here. No, sorry, is that no? Yeah, adventurer shout here. Niche unit. I feel like a lot of stuff is gonna end up in niche unit. Niche unit's gonna be like the new like B slash like E tier, or like the B slash C tier.
But because it doesn't make a difference if you are C or D,
Yeah.
nobody will use you anyways.
Yeah.
I was thinking niche was be more like status effects, like burn or something.
Or single target and an element, right? If
I think
anything,
these would be like all the good element attackers.
yeah. That is true. Don't mind me though. I'm just throwing some kindness on the list.
White dress,
really?
last cruelty is probably also a DPS, right? But She could fit in an extra tier of
Wait.
how bad she is.
Wait,
The best
The white dressed Schaltier with
This
the
one?
mask.
oh,
No.
dude, oh, no.
The one no one has.
The
I
one
mean, she has 2 DPS skills and 1 region skill.
we'll ignore that. You know what?
Just-
I'm kind of sad I didn't even try to get her because I was like, why would I try to get this unit?
Hey,
anyway.
she was like one of the best light DPS at the time.
Dude.
She was the only light DPS with a single target and AoE.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Alright, so this is
Best
weird.
DPS is also a DPS, right? No, well, she's really good supporter, but like she has a 5 hits or 23% wind damage.
What the support the
The
anniversary?
the anniversary shot here, yeah.
You know what? Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna go pull up a page. Man, look at all these shoutiers in the game, man. Holy cow.
Too many. More Thomas.
Yeah. So single target water, defense down, evasion down, attack buff, AoE, wind, proc
Hey, we were
storm, attack down. It's still an enhancer though. I'd say it's still more of an enhancer. Storm is a damage amp, and then
Yeah.
you have defense shred. So I don't want to put this in a 2 attacker list, especially because her attack stat isn't that high either.
Horrible
I mean-
attacker or niche support, I guess.
Yeah, I think we'll just exclude it from this list for
Okay.
simplicity. This is weird because we get to the auras, and on the old tier list, aura was a good attacker, but like you can. It feels weird to go like that, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
it?
mean, the NES one is probably still
Real?
almost okay, but you wouldn't really use as a single.
No.
Yes,
Look at her stats. Look, just
I mean, she
take
got
a
her
look.
5 hits back, but I don't know.
Just take a look at her stats.
I know it. I know they're low.
Low stats. Low
7k HP, 7.4k offense. Wee.
Did it turn dancing whip into like 5 hits at 79? That's
Instead of 2 hits of 128%.
yeah. Like technically it's higher, but at the same time it's not broken higher.
She does less damage than most other elemental 5-hit DPS AoE. Like the shelter we just talked about has AoE storm damage 5 hits of like 70% storm plus 150 elemental rate and wind damage and storm.
Yeah, it feels kind of awful, but like sometimes it's nice having neutral damage. But like she's not best attack for her hard content. It feels like
The skill, her one skill itself isn't that bad, but everything else is kind of shit.
yeah,
But to be honest, Adenela is kind of exactly the same. If you look at her, like she has like 500 more attack and that's it.
yeah.
Like put her in not viable. I don't see a unit sees there supporters who out damage her.
You know what's gonna be awful? By the end of this list, not viable is gonna be like 90% of the units.
That's gonna be everything not viable by that at this rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's harsh reality. Any other judgment would be a bit misleading for newer players or for players who want to gauge the power level. If you
Yeah.
tell them, hey, look, Halloween Aura is at least B tier. Try her. Go, try her this undead.
Yeah. Oh, here's another thing I forgot to ask before we started. Do we want to do left to right?
You just, I don't know. I'm just going from like all auras, then afterwards all maras.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do left to right for these units yet, for like any tier until we're done, and then we can maybe if we have enough like spirit left in us, reorder that shit. Okay.
I think I would use NES Aura over a lot of the new tunes, to be honest. Like,
True.
This isn't as good as
she does more damage than them at least.
yeah.
She's still bad, but
By the way, Cog, should he really be up there? Like,
He's pretty much this. He's pretty much the same thing as like Slayer's up.
Yeah.
Idle Battle has all parameters down and has multi-hit. Idle Battle is basically Broke Battle, but magic and a bit weaker.
No, but I'm talking about
Slayer Battle.
Slayer
you
Battle.
mean?
He's pretty much Slayer. He's like Slayer Battle, but like the cock version.
Slayer Battle.
Yeah,
Not a good character.
But with the cock.
Four
but
hits of
cock.
it.
Except that you
And
can actually you can get OD levels of him.
Like he technically does more damage.
Yeah.
It's without the self buff.
Yeah. Is New Year's Aura? I know she does worse than JP because Global got the broken version of her. But like,
I used New Year's Aura back when I pulled her in 2021. I mean, I was pretty poor on DPS back then.
yeah,
But
Really
I wouldn't
Sword
recommend
Bearer.
it.
yeah, and then it's like
That's just bad. Two
Yeah.
horrible single target spells.
yeah. Let me
I mean,
just open up some Aura.
OD,
Ah,
OD got pretty bad in comparison to like Pimp or Pero or other
So
multi-hits.
low poison.
500 poison, let's go.
Yeah. So,
5%.
yeah. No. This is a no. The OD is not as good as Global's. Yeah. No. That's a shame.
Oh, yeah.
And then Chocolate
nope.
Bowl. What does she have? Not really good skills. There's something else to this, right? I'm not looking at the 6 MP and be like, there's something else here, right?
Glass power creep.
Yeah, no, like this is how a passive should be, though. Like it should be a below and above threshold. I think more units need this. If they have like a threshold, like give a weak version of the buff if you're above, and just give like a stronger version when you're below. Because like,
Have you seen the OD of her? Scroll down to the OD. -1 aim down.
Wow,
Okay.
is that an OG unit? OG1 for D?
okay, you know what? We're gonna have to like dump a bunch of auras in here. I use this one for farming. I use maid aura for farming, but
Also, Aura also belongs on a tier list, on the attacker tier list.
the idol.
The
No,
Santa Aura
Santa. She has the debuff, right? The
Cleanse-
removes buffs from
Cleansing?
enemies,
yeah,
but Azaric Shizu does that too, and
not for
So-
5.
not for 5, and on a multi-hit, not on a multi-hit, I think, on a single target is like for 3.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bad.
That's clearly an attacker.
Yeah. Sorry.
Aura is at least one of the better auras.
She
But-
is, but she's just a farmer. I don't think she's that useful because she does have damage amp and shred, but not enough so to make her like super viable.
Well, she at least has a strong wind elemental stab, which does. I mean, Mighty Cock has also just basically a huge ice damage stab.
Yeah.
Elemental damage.
I kind of want to put this here. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, no, but I kind of want
No.
to put that.
I have him. I have tried. I mean, I don't have him long. I have him since Dal 2 dropped, and I couldn't. He just doesn't do it. Like, you can use the 3 MP, but the 8 MP is Garbo.
Yeah. Okay, so I just sped forward through all the male units because we don't have that many in the game. Seems about right. No one else is good. Everyone else is hot trash.
We still have 0 to go. Oh wait.
Not an attacker. Alright, we'll get into the maids. At this point, we have Yuri, which I do know she is like a...
By the way, you also should Samurai Sivas also only has attacker skills. He's clearly an attacker.
Yeah,
so
but
put him to niche because
curse. Is he?
curse double hit. Like he isn't great.
Don't really
He's
think
in
Curse
trouble.
carries him up all the way to niche.
Yeah,
At
dude.
DPS
If you
unit
put
at least.
if you put Mighty Cock into niche,
What else does he have?
Yeah, but like, Mighty Cock is an ice DPS. At least you can use that for raids. There's no way you're gonna attempt to bring this into a raid.
Single target paralyze, useless self buff, and single target curse.
Yeah,
Poison.
for
I guess.
4? No, not
Ah.
for 4. I don't think he gets into niche. Just because
Ah.
curse isn't
Sure.
curse isn't this good. Yeah,
I don't actually know if he applies curse once or twice. because of double hit.
once.
But once probably, yeah.
Yeah. It's
He's
not...
still notable compared to like others we put in niche. I don't know. Niche seems like cool in. Yeah, anyways, let's just move on.
We
first.
can redefine niche later too. Okay, sorry. I just want to have a look at this Yuri because I know she got buffed, but like, is she usable buff?
Yes,
Or...
damage reduction. That's all I remember about her.
Yeah, no, she's not a very good DPS. Is what I'm getting from this. I don't think
But again, if you have like 155% water plus 100% elemental rate on 7.7k, if you do that on not viable, then again, like with niche units, Mighty Cock has
Close to
95%.
Albedo, but water.
Yeah, it's like.
All right,
where do we drop-
we'll leave her there for now, and then oh my god, I need to go look at because like 155, 100% elemental, we get like
3MP.
Seemed pretty
Kind of
good.
the same with Christmas Fury, but Earth.
And she can buff herself basically to max
also
crit and max
5MP.
attack up.
yeah. But it's like, is this the same thing? 3MP.
I mean, it's 5 MP for Earth, but it's a bit more damage. I don't know.
I mean, go back to Yuri.
What?
I don't see her not landing a niche. Like, look at her. She can buff herself in one way to max crit, and then just go on with the 155% plus 100%.
Yeah.
of re-
And she's basically Slayer's Albedo, but water instead of ice.
Alright.
and crit.
Do you want to move? What about Christmas
Both
Yuri
are-
then?
Both are pretty horrible, but I guess they got the right element. I don't know.
Yeah. So what about Christmas Yuri then? She's like the Earth version. I actually needed to double check. There's more crystallized units, right?
Is she a darkness self buff? Oh, for OD. Okay, I was pretty confused there.
Yeah. So like crystallize is kind of a unique skill, but it's not that great.
Crystallize is like I don't have
Crystallize is great if you can hit it. Crystallize is like a better version of Storm. It's 5% better and has a speed down.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's the same as Storm.
Except there's people in the game that can actually proc Storm.
Like Peroncino, the only one who's actually worth it to use.
I guess like Earth DPS wise, like she's fine. Right. We're gonna have to clean up niche units later. That's all I know. Yeah, I put Lup, Ventura Lup there. Also really good for farming, but not much else.
Which
Didn't
levels?
he have like burn killer but can't
Big
apply
hat, but
burn?
yeah. You could
The one with the
yeah.
self-heal and stuff or
You
something.
could go like good attacker with support, but like at the same
Oh, no,
time,
okay, sure.
she's right next to Pimp Irons, and that doesn't feel right, right?
Mhm.
Big crit buff. I mean, that 158, but 54% crit off. What the fuck?
154, yeah, max crit in one round, and then has not a strong fire step.
And then has strong nothing.
Okay, 2 hits of 36%. Yeah.
Oh, that's really weak.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
it's on the
like she has
average
burn
side.
killing bonus, but she doesn't have burn.
It's the baseline of that. Yeah.
She
Burn
has 3
is.
burn killing bonus, but not a single burn. What?
Yeah.
Still waiting for the burn support.
Yeah, no, like you run her with Kotori, and then you just run a train on people, right? Or Samurai.
Yeah, but you don't have slots for this, so you need a debuffer who does burn on his main debuff.
But she's like Samurai Demi, for example. Like good attacker with support is still a right category for her. I mean, she also has 8.7k attack.
Yeah. It just feels weird with Ides. But
Yeah.
like, right?
But she should be a prime example for what should go in there. Like,
Yeah.
if you have something, you can run a duo of really strong units.
If you could suggest me a good unit, I'll attempt to do that. It just feels so weird to bring. Like, I guess Kotori's like the best source of burn for me, I guess. Besides,
Samurai Demi.
I don't
Only
have Samurai.
50% burn killing.
Able.
Like 100% on AoE. Ugh. Strong was
I guess
Or
like
Gable.
like a Bath
any
Shell
damage.
tier. Bath Shell tier is guaranteed burn, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, Samudemi is also, I think, guaranteed on AoE.
I don't think it's guaranteed on AoE. I can check real quick though.
And Gabo has also on a 4MP, which you use anyways. She's also bound on them.
24. Yeah. It's not guaranteed. Only like a few units get guaranteed. Let's go back.
But with those, she's really strong. I mean, so it's fine.
Alright, let's just get to the Nabe cluster, and then at this point it's like,
the same.
Choco Yuri.
oh yeah, Choco Yuri. It feels weird because I think she's kind of like we've had a conversation about a unit just like her, where it's like just kind of good enough, but at the same time, like do you actually run it? You can also say good with support because she's the support.
The last time I used Chocoyuri was on Dal 1 Undead just to speed run it.
I mean, might as well be a niche unit, like Wind DPS. Like,
Yeah.
sort of like Swimsuit 1, better skills, but slightly worse stats.
Mm-hmm.
I won't comment anything, I don't have her.
Alright, I'm just gonna start dumping Nabes into this tier, and then you can tell me when to stop.
Green Narber. Wait. Just to comment on the side, I managed to do what was it? Which undead was it? Like one of the last undeads I managed to do with her. Barely. Basically, no, I didn't. I didn't manage to do it because the game crashed. But, she was good at that one time because Thunder weakness. I think it was this undead. Yeah,
Undead.
Thunder weakness and slow. But yeah, she's probably still trash.
Oh wait, I'm gonna backpedal on this one because I'm looking at the OT list.
I mean, again, the like Bunny Narber should probably be niche unit, I guess.
Well,
Like she's not that or Thunder DPS. I mean,
Isn't Bunny
Yeah,
Narber and
yeah.
Narber and Ani Narber basically the same thing? Just
Oh.
with Ani Narber, but
very high
they
attack.
both do exactly the same things, except one is shock and the other has slightly higher skills.
so you want to So wait, you want to which is that any Nabaros you want to move up?
I mean, the Bunny one is again pretty comparable to Swimsuit 1 as an elemental unit, like single target shock, single target AoE Thunder, pretty high attack, low HP, but
I'm just saying you should put both next to each other.
Which one?
like,
This one and
Anniversary
Anniversary?
and Bunny. They both have 4 MP AoE lightning, 1 MP single target.
They don't. The Anniversary is single target, not AOE.
She also has an Anniversary also has an AoE.
Oh yeah, but like
Both have an AoE, both have a single target double hit, and both have a single target normal. They have the same skills. But one has higher stats and the other has electric shock.
yeah, but like the AOE is meant for farming, I think. And it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. But why Swimsuit 1 after that? That's
Okay,
what I
yeah.
argued at the beginning, because I would never use him, but
You know
you
what?
said he's not a DPS, so
I'm gonna go bring like Anniversary Nabe into like an undead and just use some AOE against like the wave and see how it feels so weird to like use AOE damage in undeads.
Really?
Like,
Is it?
Like I don't use AOE as much anymore because like it's better just to single target nuke something to death, right? Because if you do, then like the only time you do really want an AOE more often is if something has cover and you just need to kill something that's problematic. But like besides that, it's just better to single target nuke something to death. That way they don't give you issues. Because like one less unit in an undead to deal with makes like the run so much easier, right? So single target.
There are so many cover waves, and you won't get the cover unit down with like single target focus before the covered DPS or the others mow you down.
Yeah.
Instead, doing AoE damage, if they don't have an AoE healer in that wave,
Yeah.
you divert their attention, and otherwise, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I like PDO. I think PDO is great.
Wait,
it's more like a problem with the low cost, low damage AoEs that
Yeah.
aren't very good undeads.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the high damage, high cost ones are pretty good.
Yeah. Well, they
But the
have
low
to be,
damage
right?
one are usually just not enough to finish someone off, and then they probably get healed or some shit.
Yeah.
Like I
They're
even
mostly farming
find
units.
myself. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Fine.
I even find myself using the AoE on Pimp, like you get, but it still does a lot of damage equally. So like multiple AoE skills on each unit gets
yeah.
the same as an AoE OD. I don't know. Strong AoEs are still deserve their place. Okay, Shizu's none of the Shizu's is viable, right? Wait, is there?
I'm
Shizu.
I'm hella biased. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, unless you want to put one as a niche wind attacker again, like
Oh,
but
wait,
very bad one.
and Shizu, you can be up to Gabo.
Alright, let me make a case for each Shizu I've put up on this tier, okay?
Put them all there.
Hey. Alright.
But if you put them in niche, then you gotta put Nas Aura up there as well.
I know.
Sorry, but that's your rules.
Let me find something. She's asleep. She's asleep. It's fine. She's one of the few units that can actually put people to sleep, right?
She puts you instantly to sleep. All eternity.
No, it's fine. I swear. Sleep's great. Sleep's such a great status. Just don't AoE anyone ever.
You don't need actually. You can,
Yeah, no, it's hard.
you can put someone to sleep and instantly wake them up and still skip the turn.
Well, like, yeah, no, she's sleep killer in sleep, which is nice if you ever use that correctly.
Very cheap like AoE spell, it's actually not that bad because it cancels one turn, yeah, even if you wake him up immediately.
Yeah.
But sleep just doesn't
Level
work
3 MP sleep.
And there
You
aren't
won't, you
many.
won't put somebody with AoE sleep that high.
Well, yeah, no, you wouldn't unless it was. It's because I think out of the sleep chance, it's one of the high sleep chances. You have AoE sleep on Albedo, and I think her sleep is 37.
I
And
know I
that's really
spammed
low.
it on Bright Evil Eye once in some undead, I think.
Yeah,
I non-stop spammed
Probably in
AoE
Abyss.
sleep. Or an Abyss, I don't know.
yeah. What?
I think it was longer ago. It's like a 4MP.
So yeah, 37% sleep. Because she has the I think the highest sleep chance in the game. We're just gonna double check so that we're not just proven horribly wrong after.
Asos doesn't still have a guaranteed one.
51.
Yeah.
Nazareth
Graphical-
Solution 2.
Yeah.
133, yep.
Yeah. So she's the
Yeah.
second highest in the game, and then Victim is kind of
second
bad.
highest-
1OD.
The first highest is not even worth considering. So second highest.
No, she's not better than Nazareth Aura, so.
Why you gonna break my balls like this, man?
I'm willing to move Nazareth Shizu farther up. Like the debuff, I only found out recently. I'm using Nazareth Shizu so often to try around, but I only recently found out that the first skill doesn't only make it does death down, but also removes all debuffs. Or the second skill,
Yeah.
and the third one still hits
Hi.
good damage.
Yeah.
It's not like
This needs to get changed. It's 3 to 7 hits.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's something just we know from the game so long. But yeah.
She's higher than Niche, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then this one is bleed. That's why the Shizu's here. She's got bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got beat or it's just got beat killer.
So she has high bleed chance, and then she's bleed killer, and then I think she's fine. And she's cute, so that's fine.
I feel like as Shizu is like best attacker, but Nas Aura is like literally unusable while doing pretty much the same damage. There's something a little bit wrong, to be honest.
We to 7 and better stats. And we tested it's like on regular it's like 5 or 6. you get without Alien Relics.
Yeah, and also Nashizu compared to Aura is she has the utility. She has the buff remove.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
that's better than like Petrify, unless you want to make a case to how Petrify is suddenly going to become useful.
If they still move Nazara up to like niche unit, then
Not sure it should be like 3 or 4 tiers higher just because of the one buff remove.
Yeah.
But the way
Pretty
our
much.
thing works isn't that it's like 4 tiers. It's like the third tier from above is a special category that's a bit outside of the ranking. Because it's not like we say that Gabo is stronger than Pimp. We say that with the right support, Pimp is really, really strong, probably higher than Gabo, but without him it's lower. So it's like one category. It's more like either ask, can you run it as a solo? Does it need a support? Does it fulfill a niche? If neither of these are true, then it's not usable. And if we ask this for Nazarick Aura, can you run her as a solo DPS? I actually don't know. I don't have a.
If you want to suffer, then yes, but that's the same I would say for Nashizu, to be honest. Running at a solo DPS.
Actually, no. Okay, let me defend Shizu properly, just because as the number 1/number 2 Shizu connoisseur in the server, I know.
Hey,
Monk-
moving left, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's a connoisseur. When was the last time you used her on Undead?
I'll go beat the Undead Shizu. Okay, she has the evasion up. She has the crit.
Nice dodging the question.
Hey man, you know what? I'll use it on this Undead. I'll go post the video after. Alright, so her passives are good, right? So having evasion up on her kit, especially +3, makes her really viable in Undeads, as opposed to Aura's non-existing passives. So she's got the speed, she's got the evasion, she's got like crit up, right? So that means like she's getting more value out of her multi-hit than Aura is, right? Plus like she can hit higher than Aura in terms of like how many hits she does. She's magic DPS. She has the removal utility in her third skill. And worst comes to worst, like even for raids where you can paralyze people, you can have the option to attempt to paralyze Gargantua so that he doesn't just wreck your face. And it has the added bonus of defense shred. Besides that, though, like her skill set is much more viable than Aura's, because Aura's like get like self buff, dead skill, multi hit, dead passives. So in terms of like higher difficulty content, added survivability and damage amp / utility, I think is just a lot more important.
But again, I mean, I'm fully on the supporting placement there, but with the new system, we don't need to compare units 1 for 1 unless they fulfill really the same niche, because if it doesn't matter that one unit is better than the other if both are on the same scale of unusable. Like the green tier is not sorted. So the real question is, do these qualities make her you want to use it, or any person who doesn't have a bias for it want to use it? And can you run her as a top attacker? Doesn't matter how good an aura compares, because you have to measure them at their categories, not at their peers. If you know what I mean.
If we do peers, it's gonna be like after anything is in categories.
But both do pretty much the same, just Shizu has maybe she has like a couple hundred more damage, and she has a niche paralyze. It's like...
Well, no, she also has buff
top
remove.
attacker?
Buff remove is more than
Does it
paralyze.
also have advantages?
Because she has the buff cleanse, which is actually really good against like a lot of the endgame stuff, especially like units that just have a buffer debuffer in the undead, plus they start using their own steroid. If you just cleanse that, then you just don't get rocked as hard, because even with like mitigation, like
Does it remove the passive aim and the passive evasion they get?
yes, it strips everything but cover. I think it strips everything but cover / provoke.
Yeah, that's an advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
But only removes buffs.
Yeah.
But I mean, like oftentimes units are really hard to kill because they got like regional.
You had to land it. Like the attack has to hit for you to strip. So like if they have a bunch of evasion if you run a bit more aim, yeah, you can land it, but like you do have to hit with the attack to remove the evasion stacks. But if you do hit it, then like you just instantly have a better time.
I mean, if it removes the passive +5 or +8 aim or evasion enemies come with, then it certainly gives her more value.
It doesn't remove. I don't think it removes the inbuilt passives, but it removes any buffs. That makes sense, right? If they have, it's like if Adventurous Shouty has base 7 evasion, you cannot get rid of that. But like if they're like a unit like Nazarick Yuri, where they give everyone evasion, then you can remove that. Yeah, it's like you just can't get rid of hard passives, or else this would be the most broken skill in the game, right? Because if you can remove hard passives, then you can remove like immunity passives and stuff like that. Yeah. Let me just keep dumping units. I'm sorry. Cause bleed. What does Christmas Solution actually do again? It's been so
like
long.
a wind damage unit.
Really?
Is she a good wind
Yes.
damage unit?
It exists.
Storm.
No.
Storm for free.
Who
No.
hits of
Not for free, for
55?
3.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Not really.
No.
So the enhancer, you sorted in Nazarick Solution? Because that's also an attacker. Useless
But
attacker.
that's
Oh yeah, that's
sort of the
that's poison
Solution
though, right?
falls into the same category as Awakened OG Albedo. More
I
or
mean,
less.
Christmas Solution is sort of the counterpart to Christmas Yuri, though. Like,
Are we
honest.
ta-
They both do pretty much the same, but a different element.
But I mean, Nazarick Solution, you should probably move lower. Like her element rate, she may be poison, but 135% poison plus 50% elemental is garbage on 7k attack. She is an attacker, but he's garbage.
Yeah.
Even on a rate with 50% poison weakness, I would still go with Slimeco.
Yeah. No,
But someone else.
else.
Literally anyone else.
I'm gonna say the difference between Christmas Yuri is like it's crystallized versus storm, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, pretty much the same, yeah.
Does anyone here have Christmas Solution?
No.
Nope.
No.
I can't tell you how good it is.
Everyone just kind of skipped. I was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of rough. I'm gonna check in on Satchel. But like,
2 times 100 plus 100. Isn't
yeah,
bad. 5 be
for one enemy, it's like they're trying to nuke with that, but like I feel that's kind of expensive. Because
It's
even
the same as Yuri.
It's like a
again.
raid unit, but not really.
They're literally copy-paste units.
yeah,
Solution and Yuri.
all right, we'll put this for consistency, and then we can prune.
So anniversary solution really the tie? Like a single target? We're breaking up the same discussion again, but she is like a Nazarick Aura with better stats.
Yeah, but it's bleed. You're doing it for the bleed, right? Her utility.
Right, another unit that can better bleed than Clementine. Who wants to raid Clementine again? Because she's one unit with single target bleed. Yes, like
She has really low chance though. 36 is like.
Yeah, but you're also actually hitting hard. You're actually doing damage though.
No, under 40%.
Alright, here
Well, it's hitting hard, but it's a little bit better.
Alright, let me pull Clem, right?
Like,
So
how much are you just using for the bleed? But it's 61%, but it's only one turn.
yeah, one turn 61, 128, and then Solution has 2 turns, and then 40, 80, 160, like 240. Like you're doing double the amount of damage, and your bleed's lasting twice as long, but at a lower chance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. That's situationally iffy.
But what the fuck? An anniversary solution has like 300 at speed. Like, when do you see a 300 or a sub 400? on the speed stat.
98, I mean, it's too off, and
She has
a passive.
15%. Yeah, she has speed passive.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
fine.
Okay, it's faster than Pimp, right?
yeah. So like the rest of her kit's not that bad either. She has like this steroid you never use because it's really expensive.
Oh, the actual bleed is on her OD, I see.
You have to get OD5.
3 turns. Guaranteed.
It's
Let's go.
94% at level 1, so like that's good. Like
Bleed,
Just give her an
OD1.
aim relic, I guess.
yeah, it's better than like it's higher than Clementine at OD1.
What's the
Also,
percent
we
bleed?
don't have to judge them based on
And
OD1
she has an
anymore.
overdrive.
So many OD upsticks.
Yeah.
If you want to have a unit on high OD level, you can do it given enough time.
I was also gonna say I have OD sticks to spare now because I finally got New Year's Slime Code 5. I don't know who to use it on. Mare? Is Yggdrasil Mare the best unit to use OD sticks on now?
I'm maxed mine, but I also have like already maxed New Year's Slime Co. and
I did
and,
I did Pyro and I did Slimeco, like New Year's.
and I would if you have Jitnif, I would use it on him. But the thing with Vigmara is his OD doesn't scale at all. You want to use OD1 always. It's like only like it goes from 10% def to 50% def, and the rest stays the same. But the ability to get there in 1.5 turn
Is
with OD5
yeah.
is invaluable. Like, look, it doesn't scale except for def and speed.
Yeah.
You get just faster there more quickly.
Yeah, so maybe just being able to use it faster is pretty strong. Cause like
That's why I mixed mine. Like you use him with Jitnif, and he has every round uses his turn P. He has an OD on the next round.
that's kind of insane. But well, anyways, let's just hammer through the rest of this. None of the Entomas are attackers, right? Maybe this one.
But you can use them. I mean, the Nazarick Entoma is a bad attacker.
Oh yeah,
Not
no,
really bad. If we put Nazarick Aura in niche, we have to put her also in niche because she does more damage and heals.
yeah.
It's more
Um,
damage? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does more damage.
And Naz Aura. If she
I
get buffed,
believe.
she get buffed.
She got buffed.
Does she?
Now,
Yeah.
actually, I think I'm wrong.
I know she got
I
buffed.
remember now that they didn't buff
I think
Nazarick.
they gave her OD gain on the skill, but not increase the damage or something like that.
Yeah, they forgot
Freeze
to
91.
buff Entoma.
Yeah.
They straight up they didn't change anything, even at the stats. They didn't change a single stat. They just gave her 25% OD building.
One skill, yeah. That's what's all, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not as good. But Adventurer Entoma is at the current moment not only one of the best debuffers, but her damage on AoE and on single target is really damn high. She has high numbers, she has high attack, and freeze.
Wait, what's with these? Oh, this is a parsing thing. That's yeah, aim -4 aim freeze.
Isn't her first skill already better than Albedo that does freeze?
Yeah, sorry, wait, and Slayer's battle, plus aim down.
Yeah.
Not they say that water battle, I mean. Plus Slayer.
The cosplay Albedo.
Oh yeah. And also like her AoE, go on her AoE. That's one of the reasons why I think that AoE is still viable. If you just run her with some other normal AoEs, you have 97% plus 150.
Yeah.
For what is
the mana regen
extreme.
passive just skews all my numbers. Holy shit! I forgot to calculate that the first time. Her mana regen and everything just becomes better.
Yeah, it's like everything is cut by half.
Yeah.
And MP cost rounded down.
Well, not in all situations, but yeah.
I feel it's kind of dumb still, where they could have just made all the cost cheaper and given her a real passive, but like whatever.
But still, like this AoE actually does a lot of damage anytime you use it, because you want to use it anytime anyways, because it already does an excellent debuff. Like, is there any AoE debuff? Wait, there is any AoE debuff that's better, but like with freeze on top of that and debuff is like perfect.
Yeah.
And that way the AoEs also hit harder.
Alright.
So she's I would put her in good attacker with support because if you run her with a real DPS, she does a lot of damage too.
I'm not
That's
sure I would
simply
really
using
put her as
armor.
an attacker. I don't know. Her numbers look pretty low for attacker. It's like more
She's AK attack.
supporter. She's pretty. Yeah, but the skill numbers. I mean, the 8k. Yeah, like 8k attack isn't that high either. The skill numbers. 145. It's pretty much basic. You can get 5 MP. Yeah. 97. It's It's
Stop.
okay, but it's nothing special really.
Yeah, it's
It's good because it also has good debuffs in it.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
not really good for the damage really.
I think for the sake of it, we'll put it as like a niche unit. But like, it's weird because as good attackers to support, but she's the support in that formula, right?
Yeah, but if she has a good attacker,
Most
she also deals a lot of damage. It's like similar like adventurer Lupus, where you also have like a good burn, then she also deals damage.
Yeah, but like she's the attacker in this situation. I think when we do a support list, and Toma can go higher on the support list than the attacker list, if that makes sense.
Christmas and Albedo does like kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
He also has the AoE damage, which is not that good, but comes with a good debuff, and like pretty much the same thing.
Did you even want to put her on this list, Antoma? We could just put Antoma on the support list, to be honest.
she deals a
Put
lot
her
of
pretty
damage.
high on the support, I think. I don't know.
Like I don't know with 100% plus 150% AoE.
I mean, then again, if you have Swimsuit 1 in niche attacker, then Toma would be also niche attacker, because
Yeah.
she's pretty much tech type ice DPS at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
She deals a lot more damage than like Raven Black Hero. Okay, that's a bad example because he's trash. More damage than any Eins besides Pimp OD5 on her AoE, or maybe the limit broken.
Just say she's better than Bev 1. Summer
She's
1.
better than nearly every Eins. She's better than nearly every Albedo in damage, elemental damage.
Are you just happy
Outside.
you finally got a good Antoma? It's been like 3 years, but you got one.
What do you mean a good one? It's the first one in 3 years, or in 2 years. The only one.
No,
Yeah,
that just like it's I know, but it's like
That's
all the other
good.
Antomas is kind of unusable. Actually, Nazarick Antoma was like at one point the best made from that series until like
But they
Yuri got buffed.
Then they got Christmas Entoma right around the corner, and then they forgot to buff Christmas Entoma too.
Oh, dude,
Those two-
they missed buffing
Dude,
Christmas Shizu.
right.
I can feel your pain. I can feel your pain. Cause like Christmas Shizu could have been like busted. So more busted.
Anyways, no crying about spilled milk. I would just rank her really high in any case. I mean, clear up the order in niche units if we want later, but it's just.
You know what? Let's
Top
just
of the
let's just finish slapping units onto this list, and then we can shuffle stuff. Cause yeah, we're not even halfway through. Nudist, leash.
Nervous isn't an attacker. Shouldn't be on this list. It's like sometimes with seal, death down, paralyze.
Cause she has
Poison damage pretty good actually.
yeah she has like the trifecta of like attacking statuses, which is really weird.
Like, does she deal more damage than New Year's Aura?
It's so bad.
Only 45%. How much that?
She
81.
Okay. Yeah.
she is less than New Year's Aura, and that one was basically it. I mean,
You're just not using
sure you
it.
can
That's main
do
DPS. Just not a thing.
Yeah. Okay. We're just throw to not viable for the sake of it, right? This is your time to argue for Clem to be here. Go.
She has a worse bleed than the other units there, so not really.
Okay, that was your attempt. Good try.
I mean, the only good part is that it has a high percentage. So if you give her aim relic, she probably hits it like every turn. But it's still, I don't know if it's really worth it, all the trouble over just using one of the other ones.
What about other
Just a
Clem?
que- just a
I
question
mean, at
here.
least niche, I guess.
There. Don't have her.
Question for PL. You say yourself, like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if Enchis is up there, he should also be up there, but like that he's, as a unit, he looks better on paper than he is in reality. I mean, I don't have a.
I as an avid PDL user, I still think he's pretty good nowadays. It's just like he has the debuff clear still too, which is also nice. And I don't think we have debuff clear as a status, but like, I'm just hoping.
PDL, I at least still use an Abyss sometimes when I let all my other characters die, but
Yeah, because he's got buff removal, he's got bleed, you got that one
But he's-
skill you kind of don't use that often because he's
not
a
really a top choice for me anymore. But still around a better
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah. I think he's a mana sink. That's his issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too expensive for too little numbers.
But like his skills are good. It's just that like I don't think it's just the mana costing is too high. If you got Entoma passive, like MP regen +1, then I think he instantly becomes like one of the best units in the game.
He can be easily fixed by adjusting some numbers.
I don't want to argue too hard for him as I don't have him. But if you say you can solo run him as a DPS,
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
I
use
can run
Pimp Vines
another
too.
Shizo, then I can run him.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, but
We'll just keep dumping people on here. It's just like we'll get through this, and then if people are unsatisfied with the list, then we can just keep on going. Maybe.
lower. Put a lower.
Which one? Oh shit.
Swimsuit. Swimsuit EE.
I'm looking at it and I don't see it. Wait, what? Where? Oh, too high?
Too high, lower, yeah.
Isn't she like
I mean,
the Earth equivalent of?
like Christmas Yuri without
Yeah.
a debuff, cheaper nuke.
Without the stats.
Oh wait, let's just go find Evil Eye.
It's just a straight up downgrade. She has nothing besides her single target Earth skill and that one.
Sif, you wanna go defend
Cheaper.
Swimsuit?
Wait, where was Yuri? Got her stats.
quick defend
Yes,
your
doesn't-
waifu?
I used her in the last raid.
I mean, I know they're all shit to be honest, but
So you can't defend her enough to make it viable?
I'm not
No.
sure if she's that much worse than like. I guess she has a slightly less stats than like Kokaidos and others, but
Yeah.
to be honest, like 500 attack is like whatever. But
Oh,
not
yeah.
even 500, like 200 attack less than Mighty Cock. Like
So
I don't. That's really
Compared
low.
to Choco Yuri, like not Choco Yuri, I mean Christmas Yuri, and it's like they are
Yeah,
on
so
the same
Yuri.
tier, the same level.
But-
Christmas.
but
Christmas has actually pretty decent stats for once. Yeah.
is Christmas an attacker?
Yeah. She's the shitty Earth attacker.
No. It's really bad. 1P only does 100% total.
And she basically has Evil Eye's nuke, but for 1 MP more, but she has better stats.
I don't think she's
I
an
think,
attacker, man.
I think Evil Eye is more comparable with Kokaidos, I guess.
This one?
Which are
Hmm.
the Mighty Cock. Like she has 200 attack less and
Oh,
basically
that's
same
swimsuit.
nuke, but
Yeah.
Swimsuit and
So no, Sif, you and I, we both have the unit like Megumin Evil Eye. Have you ever managed to make her work besides
Raid.
one of the types?
I mean, I haven't used her in a long time. But I can say the same about Mighty Cock or Nazarick Shizo or like most of the niche units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have an at least on OD5, so probably you.
What?
She is just
Wait.
the OD on legs.
Oh, you mean Megumi now?
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
Megumin.
Oh, I thought we were still on swimsuit one.
No.
No, I actually still use her in Abyss a lot.
Okay, yeah, I have in my like farming team. I had her for a long time, but she got out damage dealt by Ariel, I think.
I mean, she's pretty expensive, but it's like guaranteed AoE burn. And in Abyss you can pre-charge your OD, so you go in with an OD and then 10 MP and OD again. It's pretty strong actually. Like on OD5, she's like one of my more used Abyss units actually. Just because you can pre-charge it really.
The questions stop.
Alright,
Udon.
sorry. I just threw like 10 units up there, really quickly and quietly. But it's like on the bottom, Gazif the Fluter, or like all DPS, which are like Fluter's a DPS. Fluter's 100% DPS. But like he suffers from like.
Fluter is actually, I mean, like the double hit.
Is that even worth it? Like he didn't get.
Not better than Nazarick Club.
He's just a farming unit, really.
Yeah. Suffers.
He's a knockoff Pimp 1 in his function.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's really comparable, but
Like 7k attack.
But his single target is like that Nazar Clam level.
Except she does have a 2 MP.
that's 3 ampere, but and better stats.
Yeah, so she does have a half the MP cost, which I think is huge. Because, like, yeah, Clem is 2 MP on her skill.
And Clem's 3 MP.
Is it? Isn't it 2?
Yeah. No, it's 3
You
MP,
didn't buff
but
it that much, right?
No,
pretty
no,
sure
the
it's 3
base Clam is 2 MP, I think.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about base Clam.
Oh, no, that was the other thing. That was 2 MP.
Nice scripture Clam, right?
Yeah, let me go.
3 MP.
But she also has better stats, better typing, and
Yeah.
Worse percentage.
and 1 MP is actually a lot on.
Yeah, let's use it, like,
3 to 4 is pretty much pretty good.
yeah.
Like, I don't see why anyone would ever want to torture himself by using Fluid on undead.
Yeah.
Like, maybe as a death debuffer, but even that is, like,
Sensitive.
Hey. My strategy still, I want to try the next undead. This undead was just bullshit. I didn't have any capacities to do any more than necessary. But use him, use Jerkniff, use Pimp, and a tank.
Oh, just
And then use his buff, and his buff buffs all the elements of Jerkniff OD, all the elements of Pimp OD, and his own OD. And you just...
I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead, try it and compare it, but...
how
I'm
are you
not
gonna
sold on
live?
element
There's no way, like, you can...
Element buffs are just fucking weak. Sorry.
It's like,
Even if you
who's your
3
fourth
times.
unit? There's no way this team lives, like, longer than, like, 4 turns. Like, what
Oh,
tank...
might be able to carry.
What tank is gonna save you?
Yigmaru.
Instead of running a tank, you could run New Year's Slime Kill, and that might just be enough if the undead is used.
Yigmaru. The thing is, like, every second turn you get Yigmaru OD, all debuffs and all shields.
Oh, yeah. But that...
And you get an OD on every one of your units every second round. Like Pimp OD 5 on the second turn with Jerkniff and
Dude,
Yigans.
you realize your team only works if you have really high OD levels?
Yeah, and I have them all on level 5.
And
Fluter
even then
too?
he would be the weakest link, like, which you should probably not bring.
Wait, is it Fluter, like, OD5?
My Fluter is OD 5. He just got OD 5 like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, bad.
From the general.
I've had bad luck pulling OD levels with Fluter.
Minus as well, but I'm not sure.
But I mean, like, not that it's really good. It's just like an idea of units that all synergize really well.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Satchel says Zeshi's situational, but Zeshi might be higher on the enhancer list, but on the attacker list, Zeshi's just gonna be where she is.
She's a support.
Yeah. Sorry, and then I dumped Slimeco, Pero, and Fox up here. Because
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Well, I don't have Fox, so I don't know how strong she actually is.
We've hit the collab units though.
I don't have her either, but I actually don't really think she's that good anymore, to be honest.
Who? Fox?
I'm not sure if your Fox,
Yeah.
like the burn is good, but that's about all. Like she has a 6 MP, 200% damage skill, and
Dude, the way this
I feel like
is so
I'd rather
just-
use Megu E instead of Fox for undeads if they can actually be burned.
61%
yeah,
chance is kind of
that's
high.
why I didn't get Fox when I had a chance, because I didn't think why I should get her, to be honest.
But wasn't the 6 MP if it kills someone go again?
Yeah, it's reset.
Yeah, but it's so fucking horrible. The damage is so low,
Yeah.
and it's so expensive, and the enemy has to be burning to do any damage.
Yeah.
Alright, collab units. Home stretch. Worst version of Evil Eye, right? Tanya just.
Yeah.
She's just super
Yeah.
horrible.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Amelia got buffed enough to like be there.
Amelia is a better unit for freeze than the one-turn freeze we started on
Also
Niche
like a
before.
Slayer's Albedo. Yeah.
Yeah, Amelia is better than Slayer's Albedo.
We'll just.
Better freeze, but
Well, yeah, we'll just
and
drag
she
a
just
battle
had a
down then.
perfect typing, but
Alright. I think
that's about.
Toka.
Yeah, both
Ne-
Jokers, both.
Whoa.
Well, no, both Tokas.
No. Oops.
Both.
Dude. Da, 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 da.
Carried by the fire.
Can you argue about Kurumi being that low?
Yeah, Kurumi is that low. Like I can only argue with. I used her. Only time she was useful was on like scripture battle zone because they were all human, and she could stun them.
The Saya burn?
Beyond that, she has nothing.
No,
Oh
He
yeah,
does-
he does only farm.
yeah.
He's also flash.
Are we gonna keep arguing about like this single target DPS thing? Cause like, or Nazagora is still up there, so I just wanted to know. That's a
Adelina
for you.
is really good, right? She has like really great stats for the cost.
Yeah.
Ogre. Right. Let me check. I don't have her, but I always see the people who use it. Maybe it was just Mark.
Not much better than Nasawa. Like, you can use her if you really have to, but it's not gonna be the best time.
Wasn't she like a better Nazari Shizu?
Less utility, but I think slightly higher damage.
Like her OD was great. I remember. Yeah, like 10 hits of 60% physical, and her main damage skill gives her 24%.
Yeah. So more damage, less utility. I think that was it.
I mean, her middle skill gives her the same utility as Nazari Yuri.
Yeah.
Nazari.
Yeah.
The
But then,
evasion.
yeah, but then you had
Better.
to use it. As
I mean,
opposed to
better if you have a OD5, she's better, but otherwise they're pretty much pretty same.
Wait. No, the passives are the same, right?
Yeah.
Speed, critical, evasion.
That's only when the HP is higher than 100.
I think even higher critical, but yeah,
Yeah.
critical, but it's a lot higher.
Yeah. If you want to drag Adele up here, I'm okay with propagating the tier list with more. Oh wait, literally that's it. I've dumped all the other collab units at the bottom, including Glass.
Check the
Yeah, that's about everyone.
Is Sophia like any better?
No.
No.
No. Okay, cool.
No.
I just wanted that opinion. Okay, so theoretically, this is what the tier list looks like for now. I'm gonna go delete the two battle tier.
Second, do we want to include Kumoko as a DPS?
It's just poison and bleed. And then the AoE is like more support.
She's
That's
more
it?
support, yeah.
Good.
She has bleed, she has poison, she has like every status effect in the game.
Yeah.
Bleed, poison, paralyze, seal,
Jealous.
all parameters down.
I'm so jealous.
Like she's good for easy missions,
The best
With
bleed
the
in the
AA.
game. Probably,
good
right?
for easy missions and pretty decent in Abyss because like
You
you
hit
have a lot of
something.
different status, so you probably hit one of them. Or you got AoE all parameter down, which has Peroncino like one-shot waves.
Mhm.
Actually pretty good.
The reaction right now about the collab units all landing in. Not usable.
It's all lightning.
Okay. So this is the attacker tier list, and it makes me sad looking at this tier list. But like,
Is it a tier list? Let's just check over if we didn't forget like some enhancers who actually only deal damage. For example,
Like this already looks sad, and I still think some of the niche units are a bit, I don't know,
too
a bit
high.
optimistic.
Victoria? Does Victoria blow on the attacker tier
But
list?
Victoria? I don't know, man. I think Victoria, she's chunky, right? But I don't think she's that great.
shit.
oh,
Yeah.
that-
She does curse
Advent.
on free. She's the best curse unit in the game.
is she? Kumoko's the best curse
Yeah,
unit,
sure.
right?
Yeah. She's the best curse unit in the game.
Doesn't Kumoko have curse on IUE? It's only OD.
It's on OD. Curse is on OD. That's why. Yeah, it's more like a buff debuffer.
No. Actually, Natsumi has a better curse.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, but she's also a support.
Yeah.
I mean, she just has damage spells, but the damage is really not. Or at least she has one damage spell.
Yeah.
One damage in quotes.
Damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
What is this unit?
It's her
It's
OD.
OG evil IOE.
Yeah.
I think with Natsumi is like you debuff and then you have your OD like in one round because she has massive OD game, and OD does stuff.
Yeah, the problem is the OD gain is not on the one skill that you actually want to use, like on the debuff of Curse.
It's on the heal.
It's on the heal and on the aim debuff, that's
12%
pretty
is
weak.
double as high as 6%, which is normally for attack skills, and the other two have.
I mean,
24.
I have her on OD5, like I said, and I used her and she's fun to use, but I mean, she's definitely not for the attacker tier list.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
we can discuss her when we get to support.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Here we are. I think we didn't miss anyone else.
Idle Aura also just basically attacker. Idle like the other. What's
Which one?
Choco Aura? Aren't the auras all like only attackers?
I think she
But-
she like a light attacker, light single target or something. The idle aura. Oh no, she has a buff, I think, right? A type buff.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, hard type buff.
Yeah.
Okay.
First skill useless.
She only has
Okay,
that
what's
one
up?
skill.
Oh,
Not
boy,
really.
not dead.
Yeah, not really attacker category.
Pretty low damage. Only one damage skill and it's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
So I wouldn't really put it on this list.
God, your stats are horrible.
Alright. So
Actually, have you seen? No, okay, no, nothing. I was confused. Sorry, I thought they already awakened Aura and was on the stats and like, why aren't these stats still so low even awakened? But
I can't wait for a wicked Cookardus to be good, right? No.
No.
I'm really not sure what they've been thinking with the awakenings, to be honest. I think they shouldn't have done the OD level 10 because it limits like who they can awaken. Because on many units they're gonna be broken if they get OD 10.
well, they will be. Awaken is basically the same as the buff waves they did
Yeah,
yeah.
but
for the bad units. They won't be awakening broke Bedo.
Holy
we
cow.
probably get the other guardians and then that's it for the next 2 years if the game lists that long.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying like Pandora's Actor, if he gets awakened and like damage reduction on the skill and
Will be
B-
pretty good.
he's going to be. And
Sebas too. Sebas, I'm looking forward to as well.
Sebas could be decent, I guess. But he's probably still gonna just be a meat shield, so no
Yeah.
team support really. Just tanky.
Yep.
So, seeing this list, I like already Sachil said in text. The good attackers with support didn't really work out for us.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't.
Especially if there's already Adventure Lupus is already getting questions if she shouldn't be a niche unit.
I think she should drop, to be honest.
And Pimpines, I'm not sure, yeah.
It's like the Pimp Eyes category.
Yeah.
Guys category.
Pimp Eyes in not viable because he is totally viable, but he's only viable if.
That's niche, right? That's niche by definition? Okay, cool. This
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Pimpines is just so
Here.
good as an enhancer that you can even use him as a DPS.
Yeah.
So do we sort to niche units, or do we want to split them up in like niche in the case of does
Niche and
stuff
super niche.
and does high elemental?
Yeah, we can make a tier like that.
If you want to, yeah.
Because,
Just
like-
status effects and into element, I guess, or
Yeah,
something.
It doesn't have to be status effect like debuff or buff or something, but one category for elementals because we have put a lot of units in there. Yeah, does a lot of food damage, does a lot of water damage.
Of nothing.
Get that down. Such shit. Get that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gone for 20 seconds or something.
Let me just proceed Sorry, let me just proceed to dump like almost every other unit down here.
Single or AoE DPS in elemental, like strong elemental. Yeah, I mean it's basically just for our niche.
Dude, everything has an element tied to
Fury
it.
goes
Like,
down.
everyone goes
Both
down.
rolls.
Everyone goes down. It's like the only ones who don't go down are like the ones that inflict status, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this
Altiers.
this is getting pretty
Well,
down pretty
you like to
fast.
say niche.
Actually, I
You
mean,
like to
Emilia
say
is probably more like a status thing. Like her
Is
damage is
she?
really bad.
Is-
Emilia. I mean, she has one single target skill.
Isn't she just
with
ice
pretty
DPS
average.
still? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
anything
but
on her thing is though she's still ice DPS.
she only has one, like, but look how low the damage number is. It's really only for the freeze.
But she's 91, right? No. Oh, wait. Was I imagining 91? Holy shit. Never mind.
It's only because guaranteed one turn freeze,
It's
really.
only one turn? The freeze is only one turn?
Yeah.
That's like worse than the
Clem.
it's worse than the Albedo that we dropped to not viable.
Wasn't that one also one turn?
Yeah.
There we go. Problem
Wait,
solved.
so many up in best attackers. Okay,
You've actually
Oh,
go back up to niche.
we forgot guts. What?
What?
That's
Did we?
in best attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where was he before?
He was always there.
He's always been there.
It was, yeah, he was
I
there
just-
before.
I just dumped him there when I was throwing the collab units up there.
Okay.
Cause like I don't think anyone's gonna argue about like guts.
Is Kotori elemental or status?
Who? Kotori? Status. Burn. You only use it for burn and then survivability. Cause like she has burn and then she has like courage and regen and all that other stuff. Then she has like aim down and then she has a self buff.
Can you go look on the tier list?
What?
Just one thing. Let me check. Okay, no.
Wait, what does idle or battle do?
I look at this rogue battle, but a bit weaker.
Oh, is it?
A lot weaker.
Okay, maybe a lot.
I mean,
Actually,
he's
have
a strong element.
Oh no!
attacker.
This picture's in
So
there. I
Too
need,
weak, not even there.
I need to go ask random to go about that page. Dear 2 hits darkness. She's dark DPS, right?
Strong elemental DPS would be
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah. Okay.
she has all parameters down and tiered.
Welcome to wait, what? I'm gonna go check like adventure shout here real quick, and then
He's not very good.
is she not that good?
No.
Very high health, low attack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
low
one of
defense.
those unfortunate cases where they think giving her some niche stuff like self-healing justifies, like,
do you wanna drop
damage
her?
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so just drop her.
Ei, so scheiße. Eieiei.
Ouch.
Okay, so like, I feel like
You guys should go up, and like Emilia and the Albedo next to her should go down.
this one.
That's my opinion.
If we want to start niche units because of status, should we just sort them after status? After status they
No,
apply.
because
Because not all status.
pimp binds.
Because Pimp Irons.
He's on the top anyways.
Oh,
I feel like Albedo or Entoma still better than Emilia as a ice DPS.
Yeah, she is. Look at the stats. I don't even have to look at it. I can say it is.
I don't think we are sorting by yet by strength.
we're not sorting my strength yet. Well, welcome to the
Emilia and Adventure and Toma are in different tiers, so like swap them.
yeah, no, that like I said, I still feel like it's weird.
Why did you put Entoma and strong elemental?
Entoma does
Yeah, she should be in both. She has good
Yeah,
status.
she goes in both. Just
Yeah.
put her in every tier.
Should bring her pretty high.
Yeah,
It's
no.
the one Entoma I can show off and say Look at her. He's
Look at my child. It's
the
beautiful.
single one.
Alright.
Yep. I think from the rough categorization, that should be it, right? Should we have any other things? I mean, strong, dark, elemental damage. We have already 2 of them. We don't need inverse origami.
Do you guys want to like cut categories so that there's only 2 of each element, if we can?
You mean 2 water, 2 darkness, and element?
Yeah.
The 2 best?
Yeah.
That would be actually a really nice idea. Like 2 best darkness damage dealer. Wait, no. If you want to make that purely for raids, you have still to consider attribute. Like sometimes, like green plus lightning is on Yucatan Nabra is better than Inverse Nabra on a blue lightning weak raid. You can't just go after element.
Yeah, but look at the. I'm sorting by elements if right now, and it gets kind of ugly because the elements don't always line up super nice. But
we can group element. I guess we can group elemental DPS together.
Yeah, that's kind of it, right?
Do we have any other light damage dealer other than Sheltier?
Overshouters.
I mean, I don't
Sheltier.
Overshouters.
And then we have other Sheltier in.
Aura. But not really the aura.
Not really.
Yeah. We could technically cut one of the water units if you wanted to.
Really? Do we have any other?
Yeah.
Mm.
You cut like the wet irons, to be honest. The OD on the irons is really nice though.
Yeah, it's good with support, I guess.
You can't say good. Good with support just means like, can you OD spam, right?
I mean, good with support. It's like, can I somehow carry this useless unit with my other 3 units?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I guess. I don't think we have any other light DPS, do we? That's noteworthy, at least. Okay, by the way, did we sort and touch me?
Oh, you want to put touch me?
No, actually, that was a case I wanted to make. Like, tanks, even if they fulfill multiple purposes, should never go into other lists other than just tanks, because all of them come equipped with provoke.
All covered.
And you can't run another tank with a tank who also has provoke without, like, fucking up your.
As long as the main thing they do, or when they have to have their provoke up like all the time, then it's really tank, right?
Yeah.
Like, me or Naofumi, like I would not run Naofumi as support, but you can't turn off his cover. So he's always going to split that engine away. So you can only run him as a tank. Same with touch me.
Touch me. Even if you get his taunt, rid of his taunt with his OD, he probably gets attacked like 2 times in turn, and then he has taunt again.
Yeah.
Just
you can't control it.
Around. That resets all his justice stacks. Anytime you reset.
I
Actually, didn't even know that.
It's shitty.
Yeah.
But
Hidden mechanic.
Okay.
So that's just a single target AOE, and it's weird because some of them have AOE, but like, what you're mainly using them for, right?
Okay, well, but I think roughly everyone is in the category they belong to, even if not at the correct placement.
Yeah.
I feel like you could still move Amelia down 1 tier.
You mean this is not viable?
Amelia's currently in niche units.
Yeah,
and
you
then
want.
you could put it next to Albedo.
Yeah, but Emilia, if you go after Frozen, then you have already a better options.
Thing is, yeah, she's probably as much as niche as is OG Clementine. Both has like they both have a one turn status effect that you probably won't use a lot. And
Look, okay, we're just kicking her down. Sorry, Amelia.
if you look at the if you look at it from this
Albedo
point,
as well.
Sorry, but I
One
don't love Emilia.
goodbye.
Okay,
Goodbye.
this is it.
Uh,
This is the
But
list.
yeah, actually, I never had a stat page up. She's actually garbage. Why did we put her up there? What?
Who?
Emilia.
Slayer's Albedo was up there before, so
You want to drop
Can we
Slayer
just finish Albedo too?
just basically the same, I guess.
Does Cockett live? Is this the only time Cockett's on the tier list, or does Cockett dropped as well?
She's like the only ice DPS that we have. And even then,
You know what?
sad.
There we go.
Well, Evil Eye is in not viable, so you could honestly drop Cockaitis down to not viable as well.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We have no ice. You have no good ice on the units.
Mm.
Wait, no, we got glass. No.
I mean,
Put it away, please. My eyes are burning.
I mean, if we want to have of each element the best one in elemental DPS, then glass should be belonging there. I think glass and mighty, right? Should be the best. Oh, Sophia, lol. Isn't
Sophia
Sophia
doesn't have a single target ice attack.
has an insane single target as attack.
No, she doesn't. What? I don't. Unless I'm remembering it correctly.
80%.
It's actually decent for
It's water and
for
poison.
3 MP.
No, you mean the above one, the 4MP one. The first skill.
4MP. What? Oh wait.
180.
180.
Is
That's
that
Yeah.
still worse than Cockaitis?
Let me just go poke Cockaitis up.
It might actually be better with the elemental weight. But elemental weight, but hard to say.
So Cockaitis has 4 hits of 56.
Yeah.
Ice. So that's what, like 224?
212. No,
Oh.
224.
Yeah,
Yeah.
224
Slightly
versus
higher.
180, and then
But
70
lower elemental weight.
lower
so-
elemental rate. But then he has the 4 hits, so his stun chance is higher technically, and then his passives are 30% ice, 25% physical. Yeah,
Yes,
none of these free buffs work on his magic skill. Like, what the fuck? He's like doomed to fail.
Only
Just
the
compare
elemental
his
weight, yeah.
stats. It's like 1k with 1k less stats in HP and offense than Sophia.
Yeah. And
It's
then
1k.
Sophia actually gets stuff though. She gets ice
Probably better than him, yeah.
as
If
ice
you only want
DPS.
the single target ice. I mean, if you only look at the damage, and I
Yeah,
think she
actually-
should probably do a slightly more.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't have can prove it. But I
Sophia.
would put her. If I wanted to have the two best ice DPS in the game, I would put her and Glass probably in this. If we want to have 2 DPS of each into the best ones.
But glass.
Yeah.
It's like worse.
Oh, no, Glass
Is it
actually
like-
doesn't have double it. I thought he
Is
was
it like 6 MP and worse than Sophia's single target? For its
she
one?
has 5 MP and worse. I thought she had a double
That's
it for
fine.
some reason.
Alright,
No.
we can
she-
pull up glass again.
No, don't look at it.
Dude, just like the alter. Oh yeah, 184 5 MP. So Cockaitis
Yeah.
is better. Cockaitis has a less elemental rate, but like less attack. But like
2k though. Like
Yeah.
Kokaidos he has garbage attack. He might hit, but he has 7.5k or 7.6k attack. Whereas it's like
Glass is just worse than Sophia,
yeah,
Glass
but
is-
then she's better than Cockaitis.
but she's
Yeah.
a lot worse than Sophia
Yeah,
because
but
of the 1 MP difference.
if we want to put 2 of each DPS, give people options of the limited edition units that you can never fucking pull because they're collabs. No?
Just move Antoma back down and so we can get rid of glass.
Okay. There we go.
There we
Oh.
go, best ice DPS.
Best size DPS.
Fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but we don't have to Shining because Shining is somehow...
We can throw a
Somehow-
Shouty up there. Here. There you go. Done.
Wieder Shining.
I don't know. I think she's one of the better Shining units. Does she have like the giant multi-hit?
I think she has decent double hit thing.
Yeah. That's 180,
strong.
100, and then I think the Adventurer one.
She
And
has the super big OD nuke.
yeah, so Adventure one is 128, 50%, and then she has the 5 hits of 37, and then the heal. So what is that, like 37 times?
185%. Yeah, Adventure is better,
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
nice. Two Sheltiers are the best Shining team, which I guess it makes sense. She's like what, Blood Paladin
yeah.
as a class.
I feel like the best shiny DPS is actually Peril Chair.
It's fine.
Ooh,
It's fine.
but
It's
she's
fine.
actually reserved.
Gonna riot, weiß der no evil ein Elemental of TPS.
Wait. Okay.
How can this be?
You get one evil eye. Which evil eye do you put up there as Earth DPS? Go.
I mean, she's gonna get moved down and when the new one comes out.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's
not
temporary?
good. This is
Or that
sad.
one odds might actually be a support, I don't know.
Oh wait, which one? Which evil eye?
I mean, the one you would realistically use as Earth DPS would probably be the swimsuit one. But
I think we've checked the boxes. Like the only exceptions to this rule we have is swim irons and Clem, because Clem is dual element, and then swimsuit will use. He's there for like OD.
Yeah. Otherwise, seems fine.
Yeah, I like how we don't consider poison an element anymore.
Wait, there's poison element.
There is like an element.
Yeah.
it's
I
dark
think,
mode with a different name. Or
um,
you just want to the stuff there.
Because
Hey,
if you,
we have poison
Oh,
up there. We can move Ulbert Demi up. He gets poison.
is he actually poison?
Half poison, half darkness, and the others half darkness, half fire.
Just
Oh,
put pimp everywhere.
It
yeah.
makes them all 3 elements.
Damn.
He's so weak.
What do you
I mean,
mean?
you could put an element DPS for poison. You can move Slimekill down.
No, we're not moving her down. She's too good.
I used the Ulbert Demi
Kill
on
blocks, so,
that
like-
max soft with his 8 MP, and like each tick, the 10k crit. It's like was nothing. For 8 MP, 80k damage. Single target. It's so bad.
Yeah. What the fuck?
So strong. Much powerful.
Dude, wait till we get actual Obert. It'll be fine. He'll make up for the sins of his son.
They just double all of Demi's numbers.
No, just reduce all mana cost by half.
True.
And double the numbers.
Well, no, like, could you imagine, like, 1 MP skill, 4 MP skill, 2 MP skill? That'd be so strong.
Nah, he should really have like 3 10 MP abilities.
3 10 MP abilities.
Vehicles.
What's the nuke? That would actually be really nice of a concept.
Like
Yeah.
a single target nuke, an AoE nuke, and an OD charge nuke, I don't know.
Yeah, just
Last one
get,
could be like a mass party buff or something.
yeah.
Remove one enemy, remove all enemies.
Remove 1 enemy. Dude.
Wait,
Plus,
Well, they could make it like what they should do, like one of them is like OD nuke, like AOE nuke, single target nuke, and the last one should be like Shiramochi, except just like on steroids.
Oh yeah.
Let's give him like a super Shiramochi, just every status in the game, including all the new ones.
so like a
can you
custom.
one shot a 999k HP zero though?
Yes.
Just throw like 3 turn bleed, seal, paralysis, flood, crystallize, storm, all that stuff. Because then the poison, the burn, and the bleed procs alone would make up for the fact that all the other statuses miss or something.
Okay. So enough
Yeah.
round. I want to sort through each category now. I mean, we only have to sort the first 3 at most.
Yeah.
The first first two. Till
First two.
the third one is ready.
Yeah, I'll just make a footnote.
Sorted after element. Bye.
Oh boy.
Okay, niche units. Because they provide something unique, or they are usable as an under DPS.
That's kind of it. The first three are DPS, and the last four are bleed and burn. Because you got the best you got the two best burn units in the game, and the best two bleed units in the game.
And the best freeze unit in the game. Oh,
That's easy. Yeah.
Freeze is not a
I
real
can move Toma
status.
back up.
No, unless you want to see Glass rear her head up. Up to you.
okay, no.
Is it what sacrifice you're willing to make?
No. Okay, well, I mean, damage-wise, does that seem fine?
Yeah.
Should Pim be the leader?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
without a doubt.
Sure, why not?
Then the topmost category.
Unassorted by
Pero
element.
next to Torpedo, Gabo next to Pero.
This should
The
solid.
rest, not sure. I heard, I don't have them, but I always see Fish and stuff complain that Guts isn't nearly as broken as Torpedo, despite looking the same. But I can't say for sure.
I mean,
because I
he
Still
don't-
better than the other ST attackers. And also probably better than Slimeco.
Alright, cool.
Slimeco is still she's decent, but not really that crazy if you don't get poison on the enemy. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can move her
I'm-
down to niche unit as the best poison attacker.
Nah, she still has a good multi, like, but I wouldn't put her there where she is right now, like lower.
So poison attack skill.
Guaranteed poison.
Yeah.
Poison.
Double
And
hit.
Damage.
the one I always use is the third one, because it's simply multi-hit and death down.
Yeah.
Only
She does-
132% at total, so
It's just a
not
strong
that
first.
crazy.
Numbers aren't that good, to be honest, on any of her skills, but
Yeah, the thing is, her passive gives her max attack always it's like 40% or what, I guess.
All her skills are poison too, so she gets another 30% on top of it too. So
it's
she is
carried
like
by
the
stat
best.
pretty much.
She's the best poison DPS in the game.
It's like the only poison DPS in the game.
Oh, we have New Year's Aura and like Neuronist. Demi,
Neuronist-
if you want.
Not viable.
More damage than Neuronist. So can Slimeco and New Year's Aura in elemental DPS for poison.
I feel like Franco's still better than some of the niche burn and bleed units.
True, we can also swap the elemental DPS and the niche units as category.
That feels so wrong with pimp in niche units.
It makes sense. Like Pimp is a good unit, but we are purely looking at the value as an DPS. And as a DPS, he only makes sense if you buff the OD. You won't use him for a single target 100%, 120% damage 3MP. If it were just that, or his AoE aim up.
We also have aura in niche units, and like
Like the first three niche units are better than most of the elemental DPS units.
yeah,
But then you have like slime code and an elemental. It's there's a couple which could which are better, but most of them are worse.
I'm okay with dropping Shizu and maybe Pete. I don't know. It feels weird, but like the last 4 units on best attackers, I feel you could also drop the niche, but at the same time, like you kind of want some disparity between the two tiers.
I think the top tier is fine as it is.
Uh,
I'm just thinking about like maybe renaming niche units and not renaming that. The thing is, Nazarick Aura should be like if we go after the same system, should be moved upward here because she doesn't fit any category in niche. She doesn't fit any category in
DPS. Wait, what
she
is?
doesn't fit any category viable.
She
She is a
doesn't
pure
do anything
attacker.
other
She
than
only is third attacker, but she isn't as good as the other attackers. But she's still good.
Sorry, just like
She's
I'm just gonna look at
Just-
like
just make an extra tier for not so good attackers.
so
Yeah,
like,
again-
but still pretty good.
Can we put at bottom of the best attackers?
would you put Evil Eye as just like a burn unit or just as a DPS?
And a
mean,
good burn unit and
oh.
also use on OD.
It's really both
Yeah.
to be honest. It's,
What-
like as only a burn, it's a little bit expensive. But if you factor the damage in, then it's pretty decent.
Alright. Cool. Let's finalize this. Let's wrap this up, and then we'll set a date in after this podcast. We'll set a date for the other list. Also, I realize we're gonna do healer and tanks on one day, and then we'll do enhancers on another day because
I think healer will be done really quick.
Yeah,
It's just
well,
the single versus multi.
healer.
Tank will be in a while.
Yeah, that's why we'll compress healer tank to one day, and it could be like an hour, and then like enhancer is another 2 hours.
I think we are going to be taking longer an hour on a tank list.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Anyways, okay, let's wrap it up. Anyone go with this?
Like I
I
said,
feel
I
like
want
Michael's still
an hour
a
and
bit
above.
low.
Yeah.
We'll go in order. We'll go in order. That way we don't talk over ourselves. So, CC.
Spineto's still kind of low. And then, like, elemental DPS strength kind of varies a bit too much. But other than that, it's fine.
Alright, so you want to move Slimeco up to a niche unit?
Yeah.
Alright. You don't even want her to, like, not... You're just using him for the poison proc, right? Guaranteed poison? As if it was another bleed or burn, right?
Yeah.
I'm
and
okay.
then she still has other good skills.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then, APM?
Yeah, I have no problems. I'm considering niche units and elemental rate attackers basically the same level of power. So that's not for me. Just like I said, I want to address Nazarick Aura, like put her maybe above the lowest in the best attackers, because she is really she isn't niche, she is an attacker, but she isn't strong, but she isn't not as strong.
So, like, you want her to be, like, at, like, the top of a tier that doesn't exist, and, like, a tier below the other one.
Tier I put it because it makes more sense thematically and in direct comparison, even though she may not be able to solo handle another. But I don't know. I don't have her, so can't tell.
Alright. Everyone's homework tonight is to attempt to beat undead with Aura. Yes, tiers always have to change, so if we feel like there's not a good spot for her, we can just drop her, right? I'm just gonna go quickly scan Michael's text. Does Sachio have anything to contribute? Okay, he didn't respond immediately, so we'll just ask Sif.
Yeah, I mean, Aura is a little bit of a lost child there. Yeah.
Yeah,
A little bit hard to fit in.
yeah,
But it's actually so a New Year's one now. With Slimeco gone.
yeah.
She only has one poison skill, which is pretty I think Newness is even better than her.
Okay, so
Like for an elemental poison DPS, like I'm not sure why she's there.
alright, so
And so maybe that.
alright, so do we just
Like-
remove poison as a damage type, or do we?
Either we remove poison or we need to.
Yeah, let's remove
Change
poison.
something.
Or we can just throw we can throw our boy Demi up here, and call it a day.
But it's really low. It's split like I don't know. Is he really poison DPS?
Poisonous damage type. We have no good poison damage dealer.
Yeah.
Is it any of the solutions good? I kind of want to say like there's no good poison solution.
Nazarick
There
solution
isn't,
is
really.
attack.
Yeah, we have like what, so many solutions, and all of them are shit.
None offers
mean-
a solution, you could say.
Does this have
More
poison?
Disillusion. So
No, just status effects.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, single target is poison, I think. Right.
Yeah.
But also, isn't that in the same vein like swimsuit EE is also not really power level wise up there, but she is the best attacker we get.
I'm just gonna throw other solution up here, and we'll call it a day. If you need poison DPS, she's probably the best one because she also has defense shred, which is pretty much almost the equivalent of like enhanced poison damage, except it's everyone's damage. And we can just throw Demi back down.
I mean, I'm fine with Ness solution if you really want a poison type,
Yeah.
but is Aura actually better than Neuronist in that regard?
I want to say yes because her OD is also poison, I think.
No, OD is neutral.
Oh.
It's physical,
Ah.
physical, and then one poison. 136. Like, Neuronist had a better single target poison skill than her, and better stats.
And better stats, truly.
Yeah, 77, 136, 32 element, right? And then that is 145, 50. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, and the intelligence type, which probably also plays a little role.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she go on.
Oh god, we did it.
Yeah.
Okay, the elemental DPS really, we need better units in Earth and Poison and Shining.
Yeah.
I
mean,
you don't like your double shoutier teams?
Triple shout here because we have Gabo.
Yeah. Alright. I think everyone's had to say. So yeah, this is it. This is the attacker list. It's been 2 hours and a bit. Thank you so much to everyone who was able to make it. We'll probably schedule another 2 times to finish the rest of the list. And yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you so much for sticking through the end. If you did it, congrats. If you didn't, then no one does timestamps anymore, so just skip to the end of the video. Besides that, peace.